that time of the year again. The weather is getting cooler. People are bustling around getting ready for classes because the semester is beginning. It is my last year of undergrad, and over the last couple years I've learned so much about how to prepare and organize for the upcoming semester. As I go into my first day of college, I want to share with you everything I've learned and take you along what it's like to be a music student in New York City. There are a lot of really amazing things happening this week. For example, right now I'm getting ready to go to a rehearsal. I've got a really fun gig tomorrow, and although school doesn't start till Wednesday, the process to get ready for school begins now. I've got lots to do before school starts, and I want to show you the tips and tricks on how to prepare for the semester. But right now, I gotta go, or otherwise I'm gonna be late for my rehearsal. Yeah, oh, I mean, it's like all quarters. Oh, somewhere in a book. That's the downbeat. No, I haven't. Yeah, oh, you have it. Okay, you have the updated. I just got back from the gig. It's around 11:30, and I have to wake up tomorrow around 6:30 to catch a train to New Jersey to the recording studio. I can't wait to share more details on that tomorrow, but for now, I have to get ready for tomorrow morning. If there's one thing I've learned of doing gigs and having to get up early for school, is that I much prefer to have everything ready before I go to bed so I can sleep as much as possible tomorrow. Right now I'm gonna get some snacks ready because you truly never know what kind of food they're gonna have at a gig. Even if they say that it's free, it might be just really bad. If you're interested in all of my tips and tricks on gigging, make sure you check out this video. It'll also be linked in the description. I have a whole video on how to prepare for gigs. Alright, looking through my pantry, I realized I don't have that many pre-made things ready, so I'm just gonna make some popcorn and throw it in my bag. I also like to pick out my outfits in advance, and as you can see, someone's made a little bed out of the clothes I laid out for tomorrow morning. But this is my go-to for like long travel days. It looks professional and put together. It's a maxi skirt, some kind of bodysuit, and a pair of shorts to go underneath. Recording days are long, they're stressful, there's travel involved. So if you can look comfortable and professional at the same time, that's a big win. That's all from me tonight. I am going to bed to get a bright start tomorrow, and I can't wait to tell you more about this amazing project I'm working on. I woke up at 6 in the morning to take Sherlock out for a walk since he'll be alone for most of the day. It was so peaceful at this time of day. I've never really been up this early in the city. Got lots of exercise before I headed off to the train station, where I met up with the rest of the cast and got to the recording studio. So this recording project is for a musical theater cast recording for a show called Grace and the Ghost. This is Sound on Sound Recording Studios, and this place is so cool because of all of the amazing artists that they've had record here, including Beyonce, Rihanna, Bruce Springsteen, they've done Book of Mormon, Newsies, Britney Spears, and so much more. It was so cool to be in a place where so many great artists have been before. Something new I haven't experienced before is having my own personal playback monitor where I could adjust the levels of each individual instrument to make sure that I could hear everything correctly. I felt so professional and cool using this, but the first time definitely shocked me when it turned on.
Good morning.
We're recording a whole musical in one day, so that's from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I made sure to take lots of stretching breaks and keep myself fueled and hydrated. It was a long, tiring day, but it was easy to keep the energy up because the cast was just so incredible. We had lots of laughs, and it definitely helped that our violinist found tea in the break room, which was a lifesaver. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, stretching on long days is so important for preventing injuries. Here's an example of one of the stretches I like to do. Grace and the Ghost will be coming out October of 2023, but here's a little snippet where you can hear a little cello line. I got up kind of late today. It's 12:30. I was just so exhausted. I had to catch up on my lack of sleep yesterday, but I'm super ready for a productive day. School doesn't start until Wednesday. I have an audition tomorrow, so today is all about preparing my semester for success, and I'm so excited to show you my preparation and organizational things I do to ensure a productive semester. But first, I'm gonna walk my dog and get a little treat to start the day. So I just finished my first hour of practicing, and I like to take breaks every hour because it's better for my hands to prevent injuries, and also because I just can't concentrate for that long, like really well. So taking a lot of breaks really helps with my efficiency when I'm practicing. And during those breaks, I like to have something to look forward to. So today I'm gonna try a new recipe. I wanna eat sandwiches this week for lunch, so I thought I would try making my own sandwich bread. I'm gonna link the recipe that I'm using below. The recipe is super simple. All you need are a couple ingredients, water, yeast, and some honey. To activate the yeast, you let that sit for a little bit. And then add in some milk. I'm using lactose-free milk here. And then you just scoop in the flour, and if you have a mixer, the mixer basically does all the work for you. And the best part about this recipe is that you can practice while the bread is rising. And you get to play with this amazing texture of soft dough. I just love making bread. It was really important for me to relax tonight because I have an orchestral placement audition tomorrow, which I'll talk about later in the video, but it was great to have a slice of warm bread before bed. Good morning. I am just warming up because today I have a placement audition. I think it's pretty much the same at every conservatory/music school. Basically, at the beginning of the year, you take an audition to be placed into orchestra cycles. So cycles are usually about 2 weeks long, and it's a specific program and concert. At Manhattan School of Music, there's usually about 4 or 5 excerpts for the first round, and then if you go to the second round, that's for principal seats. It's meant to mimic like a real professional orchestra audition, so the auditions are blind, and even after 3 years of doing them, it's literally my last year, I still get nervous doing them. It's really easy to procrastinate on learning the excerpts during the summer because you're like, oh, like school starts in so long. But this year I actually did it right, and I started working on these excerpts as soon as we got them, which is about a month before school starts. So I'm feeling really good and really prepared. I wore a maxi skirt again, but with a different bodysuit to be comfortable for my audition. Headed over to the school, and here we go. I'm finally done with my audition. I have to say, I think that was the best orchestra placement audition I've had all years of my undergrad. Like, it went super well, and I think what made the big difference is that I started working on those excerpts like a month before the audition. They're not like especially difficult, but I feel like when you have time to practice something a little bit every day for a long time versus like cramming everything like a week or two before, it really makes a big difference. After my audition, I went for lunch with a friend, and I totally forgot to film anything because we were having so much fun. We had this delicious Cuban food. I wish I had a picture, but just trust me, it was amazing. And then we went to Trader Joe's, which, oh my god, if you have never been shopping for groceries in New York City, let alone a Trader Joe's, let me just explain it to you. Like basically it's just hell on earth. Like, for me personally, there's people with carts, like the line wraps around the whole like grocery store. Like, it's just crazy. I can't even describe it. Like, it's just insane. I stocked up on my favorite snacks because I do not want to go back to Trader Joe's in New York City for a very long time. And I have a little tray here with all of my favorites, so I thought I would do a little Trader Joe's haul. I literally got so many snacks. Like, I didn't get any actual groceries, like just a bunch of snacks, because I feel like these are essential when you start the semester. I personally don't want to be eating like chips and stuff, but I still crave something crunchy, so I feel like Trader Joe's has a lot of really good healthy options and also not so healthy options. Like, sometimes you just want to eat the cheese puffs, and I think that's fine. So first up, I got these inner keys. I absolutely love these. They have this like amazing crunch. They're like air-dried snap peas, I think, green peas. I just love how it has that like salty, crunchy, delicious flavor while also being like pretty healthy. I think this is like a good option, like if you're gonna pick between getting Lay's chips and this, like this is better. And it's also just as satisfying because it's got that crunch and that saltiness. Oh my god, next up is a childhood favorite. It's these mini cheese sandwiches. I love these. I used to eat these on the way home from school all the time. It's like a cracker with cheese on the inside. And listen, I'm not usually a cheese girly, but this is delicious. Like, Next up I got these cheese puffs. This is literally like a rat girl hour snack. Like this is not healthy at all, but sometimes you just need a good cheese puff. Like, the crunch, the flavor, And then for the sweets, I love a good yogurt covered pretzel. I don't know, it's the smoothness of the outside, the saltiness on the inside. It's just delicious. Like, yes. But the one thing I will trek all the way to the New York City Trader Joe's for, and Trader Joe's does the best, is these chocolate covered power berries. I freaking love these. They are covered in dark chocolate, and the inside is like a mix of acai, pomegranate, cranberry, and blueberry. I honestly thought it was raspberry, but I guess not. And the inside has this coating. So good. These I genuinely need to like hide in the topmost corner of my pantry, otherwise I will eat them all in one sitting. I literally put them like on top of my fridge so that like I have to really want them to like go get them. That's something I've learned as I've been going through like my food journey. I have a dietitian and nutritionist, and I've done all the things. I'm having problems with my weight, but what I've learned is that every food can fit in your diet. Like just because something is unhealthy, that doesn't mean it can't be in your nutrition plan. Some foods are for nutrition and some foods are for pleasure. And as long as you don't overdo it on the pleasure foods, it's all good. Something that's made a really big difference for me is putting the nutrition, oriented foods in the front of my fridge on the counter so my eyes go to them when I'm hungry. And the pleasure foods, like all of these delicious snacks on here, those go in the back of my pantry so that it takes a little bit more work to get to them. Because I feel like if you just have these laying out, like at least for me, I will just see them and then like want to eat them even though I'm not hungry. So yeah, putting these in my pantry like higher up has really helped with my hunger cues. But anyways, I gotta go put this all in the pantry now and get some practicing done, so I'll check in with you guys later. So the last thing I'm gonna do before bed is make my meal plan. I made this magnetic sheet that I can write on and erase every week. It just sticks on my fridge, just like that. And I love doing meal plans for the week. It seems like a lot of work, but like I hate trying to decide what I'm going to eat during the week. And when you're just hit with so many things to do, that decision fatigue, like personally, just makes me want to eat like really unhealthy crap, like takeout food. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm gonna try doing a meal plan this week and see if that helps me make healthier choices with my food. So for this week's breakfast, I'm thinking of doing hard-boiled eggs for my protein and having some oatmeal and berries. So I'm gonna go ahead and hard-boil these now, because if there's one meal that I prep before the week starts, it's breakfast. I'm not a morning person. Like, I'm not gonna wake up and then like cook a breakfast. Like, that is just not gonna happen. So I'd like to do it in advance. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I could make for dinner this week. I just checked in the freezer and I have chicken and pork. So I think I'm gonna try making a new recipe. It's a chicken risotto. I just got risotto from the store last week and I'm really excited to try it out. I don't think I've had a risotto dish in a really long time. Now that I know what I'm gonna make, I'm just gonna put it into my schedule when I'm gonna cook, and that makes me all set for my meals tomorrow and honestly for the rest of the week. Like, I'm looking at my meal planner right now. This week is really short, so I think if I just make one big dinner, I can just eat that for the next couple days, and that'll be great. It's going to be really hot this week, so I decided to make some iced tea. I got this from Harney & Sons in Soho, and it's delicious. I'm just about ready to go to bed. I'm starting to turn the lights off and put on my night lights. But first, I'm going to make a schedule for tomorrow. I really like having a plan for my day because otherwise I feel like I just get really overwhelmed with everything I have to do. Usually I make my weekly schedule like the Sunday before the week starts, but since this week is a little strange with Labor Day and school starts on a Wednesday, I'm just gonna get my schedule ready only for what's happening tomorrow. I have 2 journals to choose from. These are both from my shop. I love the quote on this one. And this one is a little bit thicker and it's personalized. I think I'm gonna use the personalized one today. So I'm just gonna look at my schedule on the Manhattan School of Music website because I honestly haven't memorized it yet. Looks like tomorrow I have 2 classes, so I'm gonna go ahead and plan my practice sessions around that. The plan for tomorrow is all done. I'm gonna get a good night's rest before the first day of school. And that's all from me this week. I have a separate vlog coming out with the next 3 days, which is my first days of school, all my new classes, which is super exciting. So make sure you stick around for that and subscribe for more.